Hey, we are here in the building and want to have a conversation. Over the last week or so, there's been a lot of chatter around Doechii. Some chatter that I wasn't aware of, some that I was aware of, and we're just going to discuss it. I am bad at creating my own content. I typically consume a lot of people's content. I'm usually watching a lot of YouTube, TikTok channels. I love supporting people, so I'm so used to just listening to other people and having like a conversation with my TV because I'm yelling at my TV when I'm listening to people talk. And so I was like, you gotta reframe your thoughts and your mindset and actually record what you're thinking, right? And so shout out to Glasses Malone, shout out to all of the content creators on TikTok, YouTube, on Twitter, Threads, wherever they may be, that have said something about this subject and have came to the support of Doechii, because one of the unfortunate things is that we as African American women, we are underappreciated, taken advantage of, and we don't get the respect that we deserve, unfortunately. And so for someone like Glasses Malone to lead the charge of supporting and protecting a young African American woman is courageous. We applaud him. The funny thing about it is I often say to myself, Kendrick had this lyric, I believe, in Watch the Party Die. He was like, I'll trade all of you in for Nip. And I like to remix it for myself. And I like to say I would trade all of you in for, well, not Kendrick or Eminem or Glasses Malone, obviously. But I like to trade all of you in for Tupac, because baby, Tupac did not play. Like, he did not play about us people, his people. He did not play about us. And I do. I wish I could trade a lot of you all in for him. Needless to say, let's get back to the topic at hand, because I could go on and on about Tupac, because I love that man. And I don't like to use the word love too loosely, because I feel like we use the word too loosely, but I love him. So yes, but here we are. So I wasn't aware of some of these streamers that were talking reckless about her. One person in particular I did know. I've seen a clip of him talking about her, so I was aware of one person. But the other individuals and I'm gonna insert the video shortly, excuse me, I did not realize that a lot of these other streamers were talking reckless about her. I was like, oh my God, like seriously? But I guess the good thing for me is that I don't pay attention to none of these streamers like that. And the only reason why I know of XQC is because he was beefing with Kai at one point. So I watch A&P. For those of you that may not know, I watch a lot of A&P. I'm not a day one supporter, because I just learned of them maybe late 2023, early 2024. So I'm not a day one supporter, so I can't say I'm like a day one A&P fan. I did not know them individually, nor did I know them as a group, like I said, until like late 2023, early 2024. I don't remember exactly when I learned of them, because for me, when it comes to YouTube, even though they may be on my, YouTube may suggest their video and I may be like, that look interesting, I'll come back to it. I like to put it off for a long time, and then eventually I'll be like, you know what, let me check it out. And that's exactly what happened. Like, I saw their videos come up on my timeline and I was like, I'm gonna check it out, it look interesting. And finally one day I actually did, and just been a fan since. However, needless to say, they have collaborated with members of FaZe, which is no longer members of FaZe because they broke up or they left FaZe for whatever reason, which I'm not gonna get into it because they weren't my cup of tea of content. So Ronaldo and Lacey, I know of them, heard of them because of me watching AMP and RDC. XQC, like I said, because he was beefing with Kai, and I was watching Kai's stream one day, and he had talked about his beef with him. So that's what I heard of him. And then also I seen a clip of XQC with that boy on his stream, and he didn't know his music. Like, he wasn't familiar with Scorpion, which was embarrassing, to say the least. Anywho, so with all that being said, word on the street is, on the Twitter streets, is that a lot of them are saying derogatory things about Doechii on behalf of said person, which is interesting because just recently one of the streamers, the main culprit of this whole situation, tried to call that person that they're writing for, quote unquote, allegedly, didn't even answer his call. Picture that. Then you have just craziness, right? This young man on TikTok, and I say young man because he's probably younger than me, a lot younger than me. He breaks this down so effortlessly. I love his breakdown, and we about to get into it. So listen to this video, and we're gonna come back and have a brief conversation, not too much, because I'm gonna play two different videos. We're gonna have a brief conversation only because I don't think that I need to expound too much on it, because both gentlemen break down this situation effortlessly and eloquently. So I don't think it's too much to say on it.
I think I made it pretty clear by now that I don't like bullies, right? I don't like it when people pile hate onto somebody that hasn't done shit to them for no fucking reason. I think it's thirsty, I think it's corny, and I think it's goofy. I was unaware of how many streamers have been doing this shit to Doechii for actually a really long time. These are people that I don't fucking watch, these are people that I don't fucking like, so of course I wouldn't hear about it, but it's actually really fucked up. So I want to talk about the Doechii dick suckers real quick. We have people like Stable Ronaldo, we have XQC, Aiden Ross, Cuffham, DJ Academics, Lacey, like real bottom of the fucking barrel streamers, right? Let's start off with Stable Ronaldo. He has made it a bit like a part of his personality that he hates Doechii.
No! Turn it off!
Why? I have no idea, right? But he keeps talking about her when he doesn't have to on stream.
What's good, Doechii? Get that.
If you don't like Doechii, you don't listen to her music, why do you keep dragging her name and bringing her up in moments where you literally don't have to do it?
It really hurts. What is Doechii doing here?
Look at how he reacts to Doechii's new song. You can see the two brain cells that he has trying to figure out, what am I gonna say? What's the clip gonna be? Like, what edgy thing can I do now?
But what's the agenda when that it girl black? Y'all can't fathom that I worked this hard, and y'all can't fathom that I earned this chart.
And mind you, all of these people are the exact same people who were hating on Kendrick and saying Kendrick's music sucks and nobody listens to him and Drake is the best for the same reason, to get clips.
Why is everyone recording this dog fucking concert?
It's not nobody can tell me. I don't want to talk on no silly. You know I got language barriers.
Yo, he kind of looks like Little Uzi.
Does Doechii not realize that it's a real thing, industry plants, and she's an industry plant? You worked with your team, you took the deal. Hey, we're gonna make you super famous. We're gonna push your music on TikTok.
Yep, that's the point of a label.
You think you could just get this song cleared from the people who originally made this beat? No, you had a fucking label do it.
Again, that's the point of a music label. Are you upset that a label is doing what a label's supposed to do? I don't understand it. So every artist that signs a label deal and gets help with their promotion is also an industry plant? Ronnie, if Doechii is an industry plant, then so are you, right? She signed to a label and you signed to FaZe Clan. So what the fuck are you even talking about? Moving on to dick sucker number 2, we have XQC. He thinks it's funny to mispronounce her name on purpose and call her Doechii.
Everybody's hating on Doechii. Doechii suck. Let's make a song with Doechii.
I think he used to be a gamer and now he's just a fucking grifter and a weirdo. This is yet another streamer who keeps talking about an artist that he doesn't have to bring up, right? Someone that you say you don't listen to and don't like, and yet you keep bringing her up live on camera for clips, right? Because your chat are racist weirdos.
I don't know 3 people that listen to any of these songs. 400 million. Fuck that.
I really don't have much to say to him. He looks like a soggy napkin. And moving on to dick eater number 3, we have Lacey, a former member of FaZe Clan who probably just copies whatever the people around him do.
I think Doechii's here. Look, yeah, that's Doechii right here, yeah. Fucking trash.
Reminder, Lacey once said that he voted for Donald Trump because all he cares about is getting rich.
Listen, bro, the reason I wanted Trump was because I wanted to make more money. I don't give a fuck who's the president. I want to make more money. I'm a greedy bitch. I voted, okay? You already know I'm Trump 2024, but I'm not going to push that on to you guys. Trump 2024, motherfucker! Trump 2024! Am I on the news right now? Trump 2024.
I'm voting for Trump.
Me too.
So I'm gonna be honest, I really don't care what Lacey has to say about black people. But I would be remiss if I didn't mention the bystanders and the friends of these people who are always standing around laughing it off and being a part of the joke. They're never calling out this unnecessary ass fucking hatred. So fuck y'all too. Who's dick eater number 4? DJ Academics. Fuck you, nigga. Oh my god, I haven't mentioned the biggest dick eater yet, Aiden Ross.
X, Doechii, and Charleston White. Let's hear that new Doechii.
Oh, hell.
Like your song, the Doechii song? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that dumb bitch. Like, isn't that sad your career fell off so hard? You're on a track with SZA, and you had to talk about me.
Aiden Ross is a man that is so fragile, so pathetic, so miserable that he constantly has to put himself at the center of everything and feel targeted and always act like he's defending himself and being virtuous. You're not virtuous. I really don't understand what the point of you is. Like in the big 2026, I don't understand why you exist. Don't you have a RICO case? There's definitely more dick eaters out there, like people like Cuffham, who is kind of like Lacey, just like a follower. Cuffham is the kid that hangs out with the bullies because he just wants people to be nice to him. He's the one that joins in on the teasing and the name calling and the rage baiting and the trolling because, hey, at least I have friends now. At least I'm on Aiden Ross's stream. That's all that matters, right? Fucking tap dancer. This is the same person that thought it was funny when Kai Cenat got called nigga by a white man over and over again. So of course you think it's funny when Aiden Ross calls Doechii a dirty bitch. Cuffham, you are Aiden Ross's dirty bitch. I'm a streamer, right? I stream gameplay on Twitch to my chat that I keep going. 3 out of 10 new subs. Damn, that happened right while I was talking. That's crazy. My point is, when I see other streamers doing this goofy shit, I really want other streamers to call it out. So that's why I'm here. This is misogynoir. It is. It is. I'm not finna argue with y'all about it. It is racially charged. It is sexist. It's all of those fucking things. These people like to hide behind the word trolling. They like to hide behind the, oh, it's just content. It's not that deep, blah, blah, blah. Nigga, fuck y'all. Doechii decides to stand up for herself and say, no, I'm not an industry plant, and everybody that keeps calling me one is a fucking loser. And all of y'all run to y'all computers and go live and just continue doing the shit that you're doing. Oh, look, chat, she's talking about me on the song. She's talking about me on the song. Look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm relevant. I'm relevant. No, you are a dick eater. To every content creator, streamer, TikToker, whatever, that thinks the easiest way for them to build an audience is to join hate trains on groups of people, communities, or artists like Doechii, y'all are dick eaters. People like Ronnie and XQC always saying shit like, oh, this music is really bad. No one listens to this. It's bad music. It's bad music. I wouldn't expect y'all to understand. Y'all seem to be forgetting the fact that this is not your culture. So I don't fucking care. Hip hop is literally not your culture. Doechii is already one of the best hip hop artists of all time, and y'all want to hate on her and say that the music is trash and blah, blah, blah. Y'all want to hate on our culture, but still participate in it. Why is Ronnie walking around New York City with a do-rag on like it's a fucking costume? Because he's a dick eater. I'm gonna end it by saying this. If Doechii never put out another song for the rest of her life, she would still have more to offer society and the world than all of
Aiden Ross. Look, I don't keep up with the Aiden Rosses and the Adam 22s and all these white boys that have infiltrated our spaces and dumped in on bullshit because, I mean, it gets old, like, because a lot of us let them in the fucking door, the whole, we let you into the cookout shit, and it's like, then they start pissing everywhere, shitting everywhere, fucking over people, disrespecting the people at the cookout and shit, and then y'all come and give them bail, y'all come and protect them, you feel me? Y'all let the monsters in, you feel me? But, so I kind of just like, whenever I see shit from those types, I never minded, but this whole thing with him and Doechii is it's pissing me off in the manner of, there's certain shit that we shouldn't allow visitors to do in our community. Calling a black woman a piece of shit, keep calling her a bitch and a whore for no reason whatsoever, publicly and continuously, is one of those things in my opinion, especially if said black woman did nothing to you. Honestly, even if she did do something to you, there's certain verbiages I wouldn't be cool and down with you just going in on her about, but at least if she did something to you, I could understand your standpoint more. The fact that she's just been being herself. Her loud, brash, outgoing, intelligent, like herself. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to agree with everything she said, but she ain't never said nothing that I feel in any way should have that white boy calling her out her name so easily, so regularly, so consistently. It makes no sense to me. What also doesn't make sense is the lack of black men that's in that game that are not saying shit. Shouts out to Glasses Malone, because he the only motherfucker I'm seeing is loud, like, what the hell are you doing? You ain't about to be talking to a sister like that. And I'm like, yeah, Glasses, you are one of many that, you know what I mean? You are one of few that talk that shit, just defend that lady, because again, all us on this in TikTok and Twitter and all this shit, we just become noise after a while because, again, we ain't got that kind of influence. We ain't got that kind of power. But when you motherfuckers that are in her peer group that have the kind of influence and the power to be able to step up and be like, hold up, that's a little too far. Hold up, chill out with that shit. You need to do that shit. Because there's just something in my soul that just rubs me wrong. More so than him even repeatedly calling her a bitch for no reason or a whore for no reason, aside from her being a black woman and a motherfucker racist. And I don't give a fuck how many black people motherfucker might like. That don't mean that you're not racist. You just like those black people, but you still got a problem with black people and black culture, you hear me? I think he racist, man. When Glasses and them was standing up for her, the first thing out of his mouth was, where your baby mamas at? Y'all probably trash baby daddies, all kind of microaggression. But more so than all of that, him calling her a little piece of shit. Something about a white man calling a black person, a black man, a black woman, a black child, more so a woman or a child, because at least men and man, we on the same kick. No, fuck that, because you're a white boy. Calling any of us pieces of shit. Something about that just rubs wrong. And him calling this woman a piece of shit rubs even wronger. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's like some intrinsic shit. It's like I'm getting transported, like my ancestors are in me, and I'm having these like flashbacks of like, nah, bro, you don't let white people talk to you a certain way. You don't let white men especially talk to your women a certain way, your children a certain way. No, fuck that. There was a time and place where they got off on that shit, where they got away with that shit that we ain't letting slide no more. He's coming at her. I keep saying, and what a lot of us keep saying is because she's a black woman, because there's no other reason. You mad because she made that joke about not trusting straight men? You mad because she got mad at one of her fucking workers? Like, there's dudes out here that have said worse that you ain't getting on this whole rant about, because I'm already over this whole, she an industry plant shit. How the fuck is she an industry plant when you can go to her YouTube and watch literally her journey from top to bottom? We watched her lose her job. We watch her make beats. Like, you can see her journey. What kind of plant is that? Whereas they got cats that these motherfuckers are fans of that fall more into the industry plant little situation than Doechii does. You feel me? Hell, he loves Drake, Drake came in the game off of Degrassi. He already had fame and connections and a path to be able to get in. A path to be able to get in. This girl grinded from nothing. And she's the piece of shit, dumb bitch, untalented. He called her untalented whore. Like, what? I'm a dark-skinned black man. I can't help but see my sister, my nieces, my mama in that type of shit when you come at a black woman for no other reason but being great and black. I need more of us. Man, woman, it don't fucking matter. Just more of us to stand up against more of that.
Hollywood has a way of making everything seem like an overnight success. Yeah. Oh my God, where did this guy come from? Oh, this kid, who is he? Look.
I think both guys in both videos explain this situation very well. So I'm not going to say too much behind it because I think they made their point and we're just going to leave it there. Another person I do want to highlight is Young Don Reacts and Jeremy Heck. Both, I will put their link to their videos if you're not familiar with them in the comment section. I think they have great breakdowns and commentary on this said subject. Jeremy specifically because he is a Jew and he is a white man, and the way that he read Aiden for filth, I appreciate it because he read him with the truth and he made so many great points. The company man as well have made great points in his video. A lot of people, there's so many to name. There's so many videos out there where I feel like a lot of content creators, journalists have spoken up and said things that were very vital to this specific subject, and I say kudos to all of them. Peter Rosenberg, all of them, kudos to them. They don't know me, they probably never hear this video, but kudos to all of them. Glasses Malone, who led the charge, thank you so much for leading the charge, because I feel like if Tupac was here, this would be just that. So yeah, again, with this world and this climate that we're in, where hate is so relevant and pushed and amplified in this climate, I pray that we all learn to love more versus hating more. There's room for everybody to do whatever it is that they want to do. If they put the work in, they put the effort and work and sweat and tears into whatever it is that they want to do, there's room for everybody. There's no reason to hate or be jealous or envious of anybody. Just put the work in. It may take longer than the next person. It's okay. You'll get there if you don't give up. So I say thank you so much for all of our allies. Thank you so much for everybody that's speaking up on behalf of Black women. And I just pray that it continue. I pray that we stick up for everyone. I pray that we do not tolerate disrespect on no level, that we protect one another, and that we promote love. Not saying that we need to promote love when people are disrespecting us. Not saying that, because you must meet force with force at times. And I don't believe in always publicly correcting people and publicly holding people accountable. I think if the situation, the circumstances require that, then so be it. You do what you need to do. But if it's something where the situation is not as serious and it's something that you can correct privately and hold them accountable privately, then absolutely do that. I think, like the Bible says, there's a time and place for everything. And I believe that there's a time and place for everything. There's a time and place on how to correct people publicly and sometimes privately. It just depends on what the situation is. In this situation, it needs to be public. Just make sure you continue to strive to be the best version of you and don't worry about what nobody else think or say, because people are going to talk regardless. But if somebody do say something, be ready to say something back when it's required, okay? Do not allow disrespect to just always roll off. Like, enough is enough, because we are in a climate where people feel like they can just say whatever they want to say and there's no consequences behind their words. And you want to be careful with that, just saying. So shout out, make sure you go stream Girl Get Up. Stream it. I am about to play it again. I love the song, and not just because of its Doechii or this situation, but it really is a great song. And SZA's voice is like it sounds angelic. It's pure. So shout out to SZA and Doechii. They did that daggone thing on that song. So go stream Girl Get Up. Peace out. See you in
to learn about America. Talk to black women. Yeah, because unlike everybody else, black women cannot afford to f around and find out. Black people understand how hard it is when things go bad, especially in America, but any place where black people exist, whether it's Brazil, whether it's South Africa, wherever it is, when things go bad, black people know that it gets worse for them. But black women in particular, they know what shit is, genuinely. People always be shocked. They'll be like, why do black women turn out the way they do in America? Why do they vote the way? Yeah, because they know what happens if things do not go the way it should.